Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Victoria and I'm back with you to show you how you start off a new tarot deck. Okay, I bought this tarot deck last week and it arrived at the weekend, and I have done a previous video showing you the unboxing of the deck. I was very excited, and it's taken me quite a while to connect with the deck that I wanted to buy. I have other decks that I put away in cupboards because I haven't connected with them. So if you are buying a tarot deck yourself, choose the one that you connect with the most, okay? It doesn't matter which one it is. I find if you're a beginner, it's best to get one with the numbers of the tarot on so you can learn them as well because they're significant to your readings. And also don't make the picture too difficult, okay? I would leave them for more advanced tarot readers if you're trying to start learning the tarot. What I do with my tarot decks, and I bought the Anne Stokes Legends Tarot with the beautiful mystical horse and fairy. Okay, now I opened the set. I've unboxed this set already, but I've not cleansed it, meditated it, or shown you what I do to get started for a reading, which is what I'm going to do today. This is my way. Different readers have different ways of starting a deck and what they do before they start a reading, okay? But this, I'm showing you what I do and how I store my tarot cards safely. So I haven't shuffled these cards yet, okay? I just unboxed them, showed you them, and then I put them back in the box. So I'll open the tarot cards now and take out the deck, make sure they're all out, and take away the they're very silky and shiny. Okay, this is the illustrations card by Anne Stokes card and the deck that they are. Okay, now as you can see, they have not been shuffled, they're all in order. So what I do before I start any new deck, okay, I like to say my own little prayer, okay? And I cross my hands like this and I put it on top of the desk. Now you say, if you bang your own prayer, you say your favourite prayer, just to sort of guide you. It can be any prayer that you like, it doesn't matter what prayer, but I always say my own little prayer in my own head quietly. If you're doing your own deck, you say your own. So I'll just say my prayer now. I'm doing this live with you, so I just take a few minutes to say short prayer in my head. And I always thank Spirit for helping me and guiding me to use the tarot. Now what I do now I don't recommend this for everyone, but you need to give these a good shuffle, okay? So what I recommend, to be honest, the best way of doing it is not by shuffling in the conventional self, is to do exactly this, the childish way. This way you mix them up pretty well without looking at them. I never look at them, and I hardly ever turn a tarot deck over actually to look underneath. Very rare I do it unless I'm in a reading, and I don't do it then either. Only specific reading, and I'll show you what I mean in a next video that might be uploading. You get quite an accurate reading from a different kind of way of doing them. Now, if this looks ridiculous, that's because it is. But this is the best way to shuffle your cards. Remember, you haven't shuffled your cards or cut them yet, okay? So you need to give them a good shuffle because they've not been shuffled, these cards. Ooh, and I knocked my camera. So let's have a look. Make sure they're well shuffled. Try to avoid turning your tarot cards over and looking at them, okay? I never do it because tarot will give you a good guidance. And you just take a few minutes concentration to really shuffle these up. Now, when I bring them back into the deck, what I do is take it from different places. So I just hold my inner feelings and I take them from different places. Okay, I take them from a few at a time. Remember, you're going to shuffle and cut these cards just the same. It sounds odd, but I find that sometimes regenerating your cards like this is the best way. Whoops-a-daisies. Now, that's the death card. That's significant for that to come out there, as is the end of one deck and the starting of a new one. And that's what the death card means. It's a new start, basically. The ending of one thing and the starting of another thing. I do love my old tarot decks, but I just wanted to resonate with a new one and connect with a new one. Also, my other tarot deck, as much as I love it, finding it hard to shuffle on camera for you. I don't have very big hands. Beautiful tarot decks. I always choose the one that's clear in my head to read. You will find that when you choose your own tarot decks, you will have a connection and affiliation with one or the other. Take your time choosing them. That's my advice. Don't rush and choose one because you're excited to have a tarot, which is what I've done when I used to be first starting to read, just to get, just dying to do readings. So I just chose any old one. I found that when it came, I just couldn't work with the deck, and I ended up going in the cupboard for a couple of years. And then I got it out again. And what I call a hover wasp was just thrown into my kitchen during my filming, which is great. Now, this is going to take some time, so I'll speed this up a bit. I'm doing this live time. I'm actually filming a reading. I love reading in a few minutes after I film this one. Right, I just wanted to show you, because people have often asked me, what do you do when you start off a tarot reading? That was touching me. Now, this is how I shuffle. We'll do the quick shuffling, okay? Usually, your number of shuffling usually has the same on the day that you use. I usually use it 6 times, okay? Now, I stop, and with the hand that I don't write with, or the hand that you don't use the most, what you do is you take the top section, turn, and reverse them, okay? So you get your reverse means shuffle again 6 times. You don't have to do 6. For me, I like 6. Okay, I feel like the number 6 never gets broken, as is the number 8. Between 6 and 8 will do. It's up to you. It never breaks off, okay? 6 and 8. It goes round and round and round. 8, I'm doing mine 8, okay? Because the 8 came into my head, that's why I said it. Okay? Now, you're ready to start your reading. That's it. So now I will start to use this tarot deck when I do my readings. Now, the way I store my tarot deck is I always have a piece of silk on hand. Okay, this is proper silk. Okay, this is not man-made fiber. This is a naturally made fiber, and that's best to store your tarot deck in. You can put it back in the box if you like, and then wrap it in silk just to keep them nice and tight. You can do that, but if you haven't got a box to hand or you've lost it, that's what I do. And I also tie it so it's nice and secure. This is how I recommend you store your tarot cards. Okay, so you can tie it better than I have, obviously. So that's silk. I usually, doesn't have to be silk. You can wrap it in anything that's not man-made. It could be a woolly jumper, or anything that for me is not a man-made fabric or man-made substance, okay? So that way you can get the tarot is not disrupted or interrupted. That's how I find. Now, you can buy these are ready to go, okay? But if you still want a little bit more, you can actually sleep with your tarot cards under your mattress or your pillow, okay? That's the way you can regenerate your tarot cards. I find it's the best way. But if you do that, you will have some funny dreams, because I do. Okay, you have some quite vivid dreams for some reason. They're just very vivid and strange dreams when I sleep with the tarot cards under my pillow or bed. If you don't want to do that because it freaks you out, it's fine. You could just have it sitting, if you're sitting in a chair, and you can just put it underneath your cushion and sit on it. It sounds really odd, but it needs to be regenerated often, especially when your tarot deck gets tired. How you know when the tarot deck gets tired is when you're doing a reading, it starts to make no sense. Okay, so you could be asking tarot a question, and the cards that you've chosen make absolutely no sense at all and don't relate to the question, no matter how many times you try. Also, try to avoid asking the tarot the same question too soon, because you will find that the tarot gets a little bit, I think, a bit annoyed. I know it sounds odd because you keep asking because you didn't have the answer you wanted in the first place. You asked it again because that's very obvious because you didn't like the first answer that tarot, the spirit, gave you, okay, which is usually the correct one. I find the first cards that you pick out for the question. Doing a general reading, the same kind of thing. If the cards don't make sense in your reading, stop, okay, take them away, let them rest and use a different deck, or come back and do your reading another day. I think that's most important because you don't want an inaccurate reading, especially if you read for somebody else. Okay, I don't think that's a very wise thing to do. So there we go. That's what I do with new tarot decks. And I'm ready now to film another reading. So that's it for now. I hope this video helped people who thinking of studying the tarot or already are tarot readers, and this is what I do. Other tarot readers have other ways, okay? You don't have to stick to this one, but it's just a little bit of a clue on what I do when I have a new deck of tarot cards. So see you soon, and bye-bye for now, okay? Bye-bye for now.